So, the Partnership Act is one of the most important acts in the realm of mercantile law. Many of the businesses in this country are actually partnerships. So, if you have any interest in mercantile law or say business law or corporate law, you better understand this act very well. And that's exactly what I propose to do in this particular series. In this series, we'll do a section by section analysis and breakdown of the Partnership Act, starting from section 4 to the very end of section 74. And I will obviously discuss the various schedules whenever that is necessary. So if this is your field of interest, come join me in this journey of understanding the Partnership Act. Hey guys, my name is Akash. I'm a final year law student in South Calcutta Law College, and you are watching Lawve. And in this video, we'll start from section 4, then we'll do section 5, 6, 7 and 8. These are the timestamps and description of those particular relevant sections, and I will also divide them in the chapters, so feel free to skip around to the particular portion that you are interested, if any. And now with all that being said, without any further delay, let's start the Partnership Act, shall we? So we are starting the proceedings with section 4. Now section 4 defines the term partnership, partners, firm and firm name. So firstly, partnership. A partnership is essentially a relationship. A relationship between persons who have agreed to share the profits of a business conducted by all of them or any of them on behalf of all. It essentially means that for the existence of a partnership, it is not necessary that all the partners have equal involvement in the business. Suppose A, B and C, they get into a partnership. Now it is entirely possible that A and B are the persons who are involved in the day-to-day affairs of the business. They are the persons who mainly carry on the business, and C does not involve himself in the day-to-day activities or does not involve himself in the business, but he shares the profit of the business. This kind of relationship is also possible. It is not necessary that all the partners have to have equal involvement in the business for the existence of a partnership. Anyhow, now these persons who are in a partnership relationship, they will be individually called the partners, and they will be collectively as a whole will regarded as the firm. And the name under which the firm conducts its business will be called the firm name. Okay, so I hope that was clear. Now we'll move on to section 5. A partnership is always formed by a contract and never by status. So take the example of a company or a Hindu undivided family for that matter. In both those cases, a co-ownership of the business can be achieved by merely having a certain status. For example, in case of a Hindu undivided family, by merely being a member of that family, one can have co-ownership of the business. In case of a company, by merely being a legal heir to one of the shareholders of the company, one can become a co-owner of that company. That is when the shareholder dies, obviously. But in case of a partnership, one can only become a partner to the firm by having a contract with all the partners of the firm and never by means of any status. Now what this essentially means is that when a partner dies, his rights does not get automatically vested to his legal heir. If there is a contract in place for this purpose and two or more partners of the firm are still alive, they can continue the business of the firm. But in absence of any such contract, whenever one partner of a partnership firm dies, the partnership firm dissolves. And if suppose there was a contract that when one of the partner dies, the remaining partners can continue the business with their legal heirs, that can also happen. There is no problem, but essentially this would mean that the original partnership will dissolve and the existing partners will have to form a new partnership agreement with the legal heir of the dead partner. This is not a continuation of the existing partnership. This is the dissolution of the existing partnership and the formation of a new one. So you can see that whatever may be the case, a partnership is never formed by status, but has to be formed by means of a contract between all the partners. Okay, now section 6. So how do you know when you see several persons in a mutual profit sharing arrangement? How do you know that whether it is a partnership or anything else, like say a co-ownership? How do you differentiate between the two? This section says that just because several persons are in a mutual profit sharing arrangement does not necessarily mean that they are in a partnership relationship. To find out if they are, one needs to take all the relevant facts available, take them together, compile them together, and try to find out the real relationship between the parties concerned. Now, obviously, that brings the question, how does one understand what the real relationship between the parties are? Now, to know that, you need to consider the written or the verbal agreement that was made between the parties, the circumstances that surrounded the parties when the contract was made, the conduct of the parties while they were in a relationship, and any other relevant fact that might be available for this purpose, and then take them together. If together all of them point towards the direction of an existence of a partnership relationship, only then we can say that such a relationship exists. If one of them, suppose, points to the direction that there exists such a relationship of partnership and others don't, then it is entirely possible that a partnership relationship does not exist between them. For example, as I said, it is entirely possible that the agreement between the parties clearly says that the parties will be in a partnership relationship, but the conduct between them for the whole period while they had the relationship, that does not point towards the fact that they were in a partnership relationship. It may point towards having a co-ownership or anything like that. In that case, it is possible that even though the agreement says that they are in a partnership relationship, they actually are not. In fact, apart from the mutual profit sharing, the real test for the existence of a partnership between several persons are existence of a mutual agency. That is, each of the partners will be responsible severally and jointly for the action of any other of the partner. Now, we'll not get into the details of the relationship between an agent and a principal, but just to put things in context, an agent is a person who is authorized to transact some business on behalf of another person who is called the principal. In a partnership, every partner is at the same time a principal and an agent to all the other partners. Now, understand this very, very carefully. In a partnership, any of the partners can act on behalf of any or all of the partners to transact any business of the firm. Similarly, each of the partner in a firm will be responsible, will be liable for any action taken by any of the other partners of the firm in transacting a business of the particular firm. If this kind of a relationship exists between the parties who are sharing the profits from a particular business, then and only then we can say that these persons are in a partnership agreement or a partnership arrangement among themselves. And now, if you want to know the details of an agent-principal relationship, click the video right here. It will give you a little more in-depth idea on the topic. I hope section 6 is clear. If it's not, please put them down in the comment and I will positively answer. But now let's move on to section 7. Section 7 talks about partnership at will. Now, when a partnership is made, a partnership agreement is made, it can be put in the agreement itself that the partnership will be for a fixed amount of time. This kind of partnership is called a partnership for a fixed term. Once that fixed term is over, that fixed period of time is over, the partnership automatically dissolves. However, the partners of a partnership for fixed term can decide to continue the partnership, but we'll leave that to section 17. We'll discuss that in detail in section 17. Now, another type of partnership that the partners can choose is a partnership at will. And the partners of a partnership at will be called the partners at will. In this kind of partnership, there is no fixed term and the partnership continues for an indefinite period of time until one or more of the partner decides to dissolve the partnership or until any of the partners die. As I have said, according to section 5, then that provision will come into play. But other than that, until one of the partners or more than one of the partners decide to dissolve or any of them die, the partnership will continue indefinitely. Now after this, section 8 talks about partnership for a particular purpose. This kind of partnership is called a particular partnership. In this kind of partnership, the partnership exists for the transaction of one or more particular businesses. Once that particular business or that particular transactions are over, the partnership automatically dissolves. However, again here, the partners can choose to continue the partnership after the particular purpose or the particular business is over, and in that case, the partnership will be converted into a partnership at will. So let's take an example. Suppose A, B and C get into a partnership and they mention in the partnership agreement that this partnership will last for a period of 5 years, and after the period of 5 years is over, the partnership will dissolve. This is an example of a partnership for fixed term. Now suppose in the same agreement they mention that this partnership will continue indefinitely until either of them or more than one of them decide to dissolve the partnership. This will be a partnership at will. Now suppose, and this is the most interesting part, suppose A and B, let's leave C for this particular example, A and B make a partnership agreement between them to conduct a fair, a mela, at a particular place. Both of them will jointly conduct the fair and will share the profits of that from that fair. And once the fair is over, the partnership will dissolve. Now this is an example of a partnership for a particular purpose or a particular partnership. Alright, so I hope that was clear. We're done for the day. This was the introductory video of the Partnership Act series. We'll break down the Partnership Act section by section and we'll do analysis of each section. So if you're starting from this video, it is going to be a journey. Welcome aboard. In the next video, we'll start from section 9 and we'll do rights and liabilities of partners. Till then, if you like this video, please drop a thumbs up and share the video with your peers, friends, everyone. And here is a playlist curated just for you, where I have discussed about Easements Act, again section by section analysis of the Easements Act, and here are some of my not so academic videos. Please check both of them out if you can, and subscribe to the channel if you like more than just one video of the channel. You take very good care of yourself and I will see you in the next one. Tada!